So, you're leaving then? Well, that's too bad. Having you around really did wonders for my research. Professor, we'd never let you monopolize Mario for your research anyway. Besides, you said I could be your research assistant for next term. Yes, that's right. And I thank you, Gumbella. Mario, even after you leave here, please don't forget about us, alright? And we, in return, will wish that you find all the best in the future. Never ever give up, Mario. That's the most important thing I learned from you. Thanks, Mario. Just promise me you'll think of me now and again, okay? Mario, thanks to you, I found courage and inner strength. I don't know how to say this, but I think I like myself more since I've known you, and I feel like I've grown closer to my dad. It's also hard to put into words. My dear Mario, I'm ready to make my comeback in the theater now. I found so many things on my journey that I can express on stage, and with these new themes, I'm so ready for that wonderful spotlight again. Please do come see me once we finish rehearsing, and preach too, dear. Gonzalez. Oh yeah, wait. I gotta stop doing that. It's Mario, right? Well, you'll always be Gonzalez to me, man. Because I was born in the Glitz Pit, and Gonzalez is, and always will be, the champ. So let's meet again, Gonzalez. I mean it, man. Mario, I feel like I've grown to, yeah, never mind. Yeah, I sure think that you and Peach make a nice couple. I'll never forget my time traveling with you. So, don't forget me either. Well, oh boy, it was most agreeable that I had the chance to meet you. If not for you, then my dear Scarlet would still gaze upon a broken Bob-omb. But now I'm off to sea again. I know Scarlet would want that way. Let's see each other again, Mario. And this time, let it be on the high seas, old boy. Well, it's time for us to part, my little cheese hunk. But I do not say farewell, because you're welcome here anytime. And since you're welcome, you should come in anytime you please, sweetie. Now, be careful, and until we meet again, adieu. Well, the boat's almost here. Mario! We made it just in time. Take these with you. We brought them so you'd have something to eat on the boat. Yummy! These are very fresh mushrooms. Oh, how lovely. Thank you. Everyone. If not for all of you, the world would have fallen into a horrible darkness. But your brave hearts strove for peace, and saved this world. I don't know how to thank you, but know that the entire world is in your debt. What? Nonsense! We're the ones who should be thanking you, Princess! If you hadn't come to our little town, we'd all be puppets for the Shadow Queen and Gortys. The thought gives me hives. Look, Your Highness, I see the boat. Take care, everyone. Farewell. Oh, forgive my lateness, sir. I must have dozed off a bit. But please, come on board. I'll get you folks back at full steam. Set a course for the Mushroom Kingdom. They are all such lovely people, don't you think? I don't have too many good memories of Rogueport, what with the kidnapping and all, but it really is a vibrant town full of love for life, isn't it? Mario, I was very frightened when they took me. But, well, Tech was really there for me, and he helped me get it through it all. And I knew that you would come and help me as well. I always believe in that. Thank you, Mario. Maybe I should listen to Toadsworth and behave more like a princess from now on. Mario, look out there! Rogueport's positively shining! It's so beautiful! Oh, wow, that's crazy, bro. You had a pretty rough time of it, didn't you? But now that Peach is safe, I guess everything's okay. Really, though, how amazing is it that you saved the world again? Again, bro! And say, it's been a little while since then. You ready for a new adventure? Yeah, you the man, bro. I wonder what everyone else who traveled with you is up to. Whoa, what was that, bro? Is that your newfangled mail gadget? Dear Mario, what's up? Goombella here! I'm still here working with the Professor, frankly. We beat the Shadow Queen, but there's still tons of Rogueport lore we don't get yet, so my research with the Professor goes on and on. With the info I gathered with you, we have lots of great leads now, though. Mario, like I always say, every myth contains a kernel of truth. Speaking of which, you know what was in the chest that the Professor recovered? You're totally not going to believe me when I tell you. It's a secret! Haha, but I'll tell you next time I see you. As part of my research, I did go back to many of the places we visited, and I saw everyone we traveled with, too. Koops is living peacefully in Petalburg with his dad and Koopy-Koo. And Mario, guess what Koops wants to do now? He wants to become mayor of Petalburg and live there in peace. Can you imagine? Still, it might just be perfect for him, come to think of it. He's so much more of an adult now than when you left Rogueport. Still, I think Koopy-Koo pretty much has him wrapped around her little finger. Flurry's back on stage in a big way, and the crowds are totally ecstatic. And the play she's doing right now is a story of our adventure. Yeah! It's called Paper Mario. I saw it twice. It was totally the best play ever. And somehow, Dupless has joined the troupe as an actor. Who saw that coming? His transformation skills are serving him well, but it still kind of creeps me out. Oh, and little Leon? Yeah, he's fighting solo in the Glitz Pit. He says he's getting pretty close to the title match, even. Isn't that just adorable? Oh yeah, he's calling himself the Great Gonzalez Jr. in the ring, by the way. It's sorta silly, but kinda cute too, don't you think? Oh, and wait, I have to get this exactly right or he'll get, like, so mad at me. He said, that he could totally take you in the ring now, so bring it. I guess he doesn't change. Isn't that too cute? Vivian's gone back to hang out with her sisters. Family is important, after all. Now that the Shadow Queen has been defeated, I don't think Beldam's into evil. Oh, and Beldam also promised that she wouldn't be mean to Vivian ever again. Yep, I think the three sirens are going to live pretty peacefully from now on, but you should totally go visit her sometime. Bobbery goes out to sea every day now with Cortez. I think his soul has healed. I ran into him on Key Hall Key by accident the other day, which was nice. He was so happy I thought he was going to blow up on me for a second there. You know, I bet Scarlet is looking down on him and smiling right now. Oh, and I almost forgot, everyone at Key Hall Key is well, and they say hello. Miss Mouse is still running the badge shop in Rogueport, so she's happy. She comes over to Frankly's sometimes to visit, but as usual, as soon as she sets foot outside the shop, she turns into a badge ninja. She said just the other day that she found some super rare badge, actually. That's our globe-trotting, mystery-making, flirting little badge thief, huh? Oh yeah. In my travels, I heard of a rumor that Lord Crumb and Grotus are both still alive. I guess that makes them pretty tenacious baddies, doesn't it, Mario? But they've mellowed a lot, just like Beldam has, and I don't expect more trouble. Plus, I hear Grotus is just ahead, which really cuts down on mischief-making. Speaking of miracle survivors, guess whose favorite calculator is still computing? He says he really wants to see you and Peach again. Well, I'm totally rambling at this point, so I guess I better wrap it up. I just want to say, even though things got rough, I'm grateful for our time together. And there is one thing that kind of weighed on me and I never got to express to you. See, well, maybe that's best kept a secret. So please say hi to Peach for me, okay? Till we meet again, your friend, Goombella. Hey, that's awesome, bro. Sounds like everyone's doing great over there. Huh? Someone here? Excuse me, sirs. Hello, Mario. Hello, Luigi. Please allow me to apologize for coming unannounced, but I was cleaning out the storeroom in the castle the other day, and I found something rather amazing. Yes, Toadsworth found a new treasure map, and I'm sure it will lead to real treasure this time. I just know it. So, Mario, you'd love to look for treasure, isn't that right? The boat's waiting for you. So that was Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, one of my all-time favorite games ever. Seriously, like, one of my top 5, probably top 3, favorite games ever made, ever created, ever conceived, ever built, just ever. There's so much awesome about this game that it is hard to put into words, but I will try, and fail, but more importantly, I will try. Anyway, what I love about this game, first off, I love the story. Granted, it's not the best Paper Mario story. That's Super Paper Mario. However, the story, for the most part, does work as a whole, but I love what about this game so much is not necessarily the story, but more that the world that the game creates. Each area is believable. Each area is unique. Each area has tons of personality and lovable characters, great dialogue, great music, a great art style. This game is just perfect in a lot of ways. I never get bored wandering around, doing stuff, finding new areas, finding hidden stuff, fighting enemies. Everything about this game is just so much fun to do. Even the annoying parts, even going back and forth in Chapter 4, even trying to find General Guy, even trying to do some of the more tedious of the Trouble Center missions or get to the bottom of the Pit of 100 Trials. You know, even some of the more tedious parts of the game are still fun, which is actually, that's really important. When the worst parts of your game are still fun to go through, that's saying a hell of a lot about the game as an experience. And it's so much fun to play. And that's just for a few reasons. First off, the overworld maps and areas are a ton of fun to go through. It's a perfect blend of just traditional RPG stuff and Mario-esque platforming with puzzles built around the paper mechanic. The battle system, tons of fun. It's pretty well balanced. Most of the party members are really useful, except Flurry. The attacks are really fun to use. The different powers you get with the Crystal Star are fun to use. Everything in this game is just so much fun to do. And that's just the tip of the surface, too. You can spend hours and hours and hours in this game without getting bored. Granted, it's not the 70-plus hour epic JRPG adventure, but it's not trying to be. This is a Mario game. Even though it's an RPG, this is still a Mario game at its core. I mean, granted, Paper Mario 1 is definitely a Mario game as an RPG, but this game is an RPG and a Mario game put together. It's an RPG that feels like a Mario game. It's a Mario game that feels like an RPG. It's not like Super Mario RPG, where it's just a Final Fantasy game with Mario characters and some action commands taped on. It's not Super Paper Mario, where where the platforming is technically Mario, but just isn't that interesting, and the story is so far removed from anything Mario related that it just barely fits. No, this is the perfect mix of everything that I would want from a Mario RPG, from a Mario game and an RPG for that matter, mixed together into one perfect blend. I cannot put enough praise onto this game enough. Go out and play it for yourself. Granted, you know all of the plot twists by now, you know how the plot works, but I didn't show you everything that the game has to offer. There's tons of great dialogue and character moments in the Trouble Center. There are tons of NPC dialogues that are just hilarious that I didn't show off just to keep the game moving at a steady rate. There's so much to do, so much to see, even after the credits roll in Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, that it just is one of my favorite experiences to go back and replay again and again and again. I've played this game at least like 10 times. I love it that much. I will go pretty much every year, take my time to just play through this game, just because it deserves to be played through. It is that special for me. This game doesn't really even have the nostalgic connection that I have with, say, Paper Mario 1, which was one of my first games I ever played. This is something that I just played later, as This game came out 2004, so I was like 11 around there. So you know what? I was too old to really have this game to be really be considered a childhood experience. This game is just a great game, a game that impressed me when I first played it, impresses me now, and is still like the best Paper Mario game, the best Mario RPG, and actually my favorite Mario game of all time. It's better than Mario Galaxy, better than Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World. There's a reason why most people will say that this is the best Mario RPG. Because it is the best Mario RPG. For that matter, it's the best Mario game ever made. Maybe that's just me, but I still think that this is the best Mario game ever made. But anyway, well, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this LP. I'm XandShadow, and I'll see you guys later.